Welcome to Now, I'm your host, Curtis Parody, bringing you the news happening in the world right now. And OMG, it's Thursday, everyone. You're probably wondering, what am I doing here producing an episode of Now? Well, I'm trying out some new things, looking at, maybe pushing Now to like 5 days a week. But that's just like a simple explanation. Let's jump into the very first topic of the day. Starting off where yesterday's episode left off, I wanted to once again touch on the tragedy that happened in southeast London yesterday. If you didn't see yesterday's episode of Now, I'll bring you up to speed. Yesterday, a British soldier was attacked by two men with cleaver knives. These are the large butcher-style knives. After the soldier was attacked, he was left in the middle of the street. But that's not the strangest part. The men responsible for this didn't flee the scene. They stayed around, one even speaking to a nearby person with a camera. The man stated, "The only reason we killed this man is because Muslims are dying daily." He went on to say, "This British soldier is an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. We swear by Almighty Allah, we will never stop fighting you unless you leave us alone." Very powerful words from a very strange man. Because of this statement, the British government has labeled this as a terrorist attack, to which they should, and Prime Minister David Cameron rushed back to the country, ending his trip in Paris to deal with the event. David stated in a news conference today that we will never give in to terror or terrorism in any form. President Barack Obama also issued a statement about the attack. The United States stands resolute with the United Kingdom, our ally and friend, against violent extremism and terror. It's also been made known to the public that the two men who carried out the knife attack were known to Britain's domestic security service, but were not under surveillance. David Cameron also attempted to calm the backlash from the Muslim community by insisting the slaying had nothing to do with Islam, despite the claims made by one of the suspected attackers. He also dismissed a ban on soldiers wearing their uniforms in public. The original idea of the ban was to protect men and women serving from other terrorists who were looking to target military officials. Cameron said the ban would send the wrong message and insisted that the best way to beat terror is to continue with normal life. At this time, a full investigation is going on, and once again, like I said yesterday, my heart goes out to all of those who have been affected. Moving away from the big news in the UK to gaming news coming out of EA. Today, the great people over at EA held a fun live broadcast to show off some of the new content coming out with the new world called Dragon Valley, and they also introduced us to the new leader of the Sims 4 team. Starting with Dragon Valley, this is a new world that can be purchased for The Sims 3 from Origin. It's set in a more medieval-themed town, and like its name implies, it does include dragons. If you purchase this new world, then your Sims will be able to have 3 special dragons that they can carry around and play with in their inventory. They can only carry one at a time, but each has its own special features, like the fact that the green one can help you harvest your plants, purple can summon a new friend for you to interact with, and red, well, it can set people on fire. Dragons also have a cool positive aspect on your body, slowing the need depreciation of your Sims. And if you purchase the gold version of Dragon Valley, well, you'll get a special black dragon, though I can't remember, what it does, because I don't even know if they said. The gold version also includes an exclusive venue that includes a fun new archery set, which does have its own skill level. So if you'd love to have your Sims be an archery master, well, it's now possible. Dragon Valley will be available to purchase on May 30th if you're interested. And jumping quickly into the Sims 4 stuff for all of you, the leader of the Sims 4 team, Rachel Franklin, joined Sim Guru Ryan during the live stream today, but she didn't really say much. She kind of just made herself present and then, told us that Ryan would also be helping to develop the Sims 4, which is great to hear, though I would have liked to hear some other things from her. So if you missed the live stream, well, you didn't miss much, and if you want to, you can mark your calendars now for the next live stream, which will be on June 18th, where they'll be talking more about The Sims 4, and they'll have a live demo of Island Paradise. So that's going to be something fun to check out. If you want to watch the full live stream, though, there is a link to it in the description below. Jumping from video games now to my other favorite topic, technology. It's about that time of the year. It's time for Apple's upcoming WWDC keynote. The date has been officially confirmed. The big WWDC keynote will kick off on June 10th, but there's no word on who will be the speakers. In the past, CEO Tim Cook has taken the stage first, but he usually passes off the unveiling of new products to Phil Schiller. Though this year, with Johnny Ive taking over the iOS interface team, it's possible he may make an appearance. It's expected that Apple will show off iOS 7 with its brand new flatter look, courtesy of Johnny Ive, and we may also see a few glimpses of the next version of the desktop operating system, though rumors are swirling that it is behind schedule. As for hardware, well, I have a feeling we won't see any. I would love to see the next-gen iPhone, the iPhone 5S, but many rumors are pointing that Apple will be announcing it alongside the other iPads and iPods in the fall. So it's hard to say for sure, but only a few more weeks till we find out. And of course, I'll be covering the keynote on that day's episode of Now, and you can bet that I'll be live tweeting during that event like I do every year. Usually I get to the point where Twitter doesn't allow me to tweet anymore. Like if you didn't already know, there is actually a limit to the amount you can tweet per hour, and I usually hit it. So don't forget to subscribe, and of course you can find me on Twitter, links to all of that down below. And a quick last topic here, Twitter has today rolled out a new two-step verification system on their site. This is good news because, well, over the past month, many news-related Twitter feeds have been getting hacked, to the point where the Associated Press was hacked and tweeted that the president had actually been injured from an explosion at the White House. This new two-step verification system works a lot like Google's or Facebook's, where when you log in, a text is actually sent to your phone, then you look at the text, it's usually like a number stream, and then you type it in on your computer. This way, the person that's actually doing the hacking not only needs your password, but they also need your cell phone. This will work great for people like you or me, but not so great for news agencies like, let's say, the Associated Press. The reason this doesn't work well for them is because many different people may use the same Twitter account, and hey, they don't share a phone, and probably don't even share an office. Like if I wanted to log in, but Nancy was in frickin' France or something, I'd have to phone her, log in, and be like, hey Nancy, what's the code? And she'd have to tell me, which would be a freaking annoying. And what happens if Nancy doesn't even pick up? I'm basically screwed. I cannot log into the Twitter account. So with this talk about two-step verification systems on our accounts, I want to know, are you planning on turning on this feature for Twitter? And how safe do you feel from someone hacking into your account? Let me know in the comments section below, or of course you can always let me know on my Facebook page, through Twitter, or on Google+. Links to all that and the other topics I talked about in today's episode in the description below, along with the always amazing subscribe button. So until next time, I'm Curtis Parody, and that's what's happening now. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can of course check out more videos that I create by clicking on them below. Check out Now for the latest news happening in the world right now, Paradise Gaming for some fun gameplay videos, or of course my personal vlog channel to see what I'm doing outside of my studio. Also, if you're interested in supporting the show and getting some new clothes for yourself, just like this shirt, you can pick up this one if you want. Check out the store at thecurtisparodystore.ca. Bye everyone.